Good morning, everyone. It's Eric with His&Hers HHQ. Well, as you can tell by the title, this here is an update or progress on that 53 Ford pickup truck from AMT. My entry into the Fat Fenders Fins and Chrome group build. I've said it before, but I'm going to point it out again. I'm having a heck of a time trying to figure out how to do a hashtag. I'm old school. I know the hashtag is the pound sign. I know how that works, but it won't let me do it. So we're just going to keep doing the @Time Machine Scale Models. So at least he can see the mention. And obviously this is, the group build hosted by Time Machine Scale Models. And, well, here we go. I've been doing bits of work here and there. I've got my engine just about ready for a prime. For me, it's a lot of spending time cleaning up. Speaking of cleaning up, let's get a little zoom in here. See how well this works. Okay, so obviously the oil pan is actually molded in. This is 2 engine halves. Well, there's actually the sprue connection point is actually right here for both. Let's center this, dang it. Right in here. Now you would think that was a whole lot of sanding to clean it up, get rid of this seam line, and get rid of these nasty marks left from clipping these away from the sprue. But I found, let's back up a little bit. This iteration of the kit, oddly enough, which it has me perplexed, because I bought this kit and I bought the same identical kit at the same time, and the other one I built for the downtown service station in Waynesville, Missouri. You can go back and check out that video. That one, oh, pardon me, choked on my spit. That one, I don't recall having a lot of flash issues. But this one does. I mean, it's been like absolutely loaded with flash. So much so I've been a little disgusted with it. But I've done a lot of cleanup, so I don't have a whole lot of excess flash left. But I had this bit of flash, and since it was thinner than the sheet styrene I have, what I'd done, whoops, I'm throwing my tweezers. What I did was, after cleaning it up a little bit, and there was this really ugly little divot right here from the sprue point. Finally, I got irritated with it, and I didn't want to get rid of too much more of this from over sanding. So I laid that bit of flash on there, which was about yay big. And see, I put quite a bit of this over it and let it sit, and it actually melted down the plastic, the flash, and then once it was completely and thoroughly dried, then I lightly sanded over it. Now you can't even, now you just can't tell anything going on there. So that's actually looking pretty good. I like the way this is going to turn out. I've got a lot of like trying to figure out here where to go. Okay, so this bit here, you see this where the arm, leaf spring arm sits in. That piece that piece doesn't exist over here. I mean, it's broken off, and I looked at the bit of sprue that this comes attached to, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm going to cut a small bit of styrene and get it in there. But yeah, it's like this kit, this one's been fighting me. But it's been fun so far. Again, this is one of those things, I've never done something like this before. I don't think I've actually ever seen anything like this before, because I'm going for an ice cream truck. So again, I'm making it up on the fly as I go. For the bed, I assembled the bed because when I get this, now this is just kind of a test sheet, messing with it. It's going to sit up about there when I do it. So there's going to be quite a bit of fender still sticking out. So what I'm doing is I'm building up some of this little extra supports of styrene on the side of the bed, so that when I get this planned out just right, it will have something to attach to on the bed wise. Which, oddly enough, this here is actually about the right size I'm looking for. I mean, it'll be a little bit shorter, I promise, but it's going to sit something kind of like that over the fender. It's not that far out, mind you, but about like that over the fender. So this here is just a test piece, and it's a scrap piece that I'm working on building up the sides with. It was just one of those things, trying to find the right angle, how high I want this. So I want that when it goes in place, it'll be somewhere right in here. Something kind of like that. And the extra space here between the cab, the running board, and the fender, the box area here, I'll try to fill in there's this weird, it's just a bit of, I don't know, like an extra body panel that's kind of rounded off. I'm going to try to recreate that. One of the other things I noticed, most of the ice cream trucks that I saw obviously didn't have a bench seat. So what I'm looking to do is I'm either going to leave the bench seat because it would obviously just be easier for me, or I'm going to cut the bench in half and then take a portion of here off, and then make sure this here's the right width, and then reattach over on this side so it looks right, I guess you could say. And then put a little custom box kind of thing down in the floorboard over here, because that's usually what's there. In the weirdest sense, that's what I've seen in all the photos of all the interiors or bits of interior that I did see for all these ice cream trucks. It was a single seat thing, not a bench, and there was this box over here on this side where there might have been a seat. So we're going to try to kind of recreate it. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, obviously. Now, obviously, good Lord, I am so tired. I am reusing words. Yeah, shoot, it's almost 2 o'clock. All right, I've been avoiding the cab this whole time. And this is what I've got so far. So obviously there's a whole lot of cleanup left. It's a good thing that the interior of the door is molded in. But I've got a little bit more cleanup around here to do. I want to give it that raised bit here, so we're going to bring it off the door. Let's grab my pointer. We're going to bring this back, and it is going to angle up here a bit. So it's going to be off the door. And then we're going to clean this up, continue to clean it up a little bit more until we have more of a rounded look. Then when we come in the back, as you can see, my big oopsie. And it's a good thing there's going to be a big old box right there. So anyway, yeah, when you look at this, the box will be a little shorter than that, height-wise, in general. Yeah, a little bit shorter than that. But this is just an example, so you're getting an idea of where it's going. I have a bit more cleanup to do. As you can see here, it's just one of those things. It's continued work in progress, and since it's lacking support here, I now have to really be careful going over everything. But it's really starting to take shape, I think. Now, all the ice cream trucks that I saw had a bracket coming out like here and here. Had this bracket, a big flat bracket comes out, and it had 4 or 5 different little bells on it. And then there would be something on the inside here where the driver jingled it. It's really weird how it went, but I'm going to try and make sure that's recreated. I'm going to get these bits rounded off. Again, it's just a whole lot of cleanup. But I think this here's going to turn out pretty daggum sharp. Anyway, see, I'm prattling on, and I'm tired and losing my place here. I've got all kinds of things going here with this rear axle, because it was twisted and warped, all kinds of mess. Let me see where. Yeah, this is the sprue it was attached to. Look at that warp, and where it goes up like this. It's just all kinds of messed up. So, I mean, technically it's been sitting for a few hours. I should be able to let it go. But, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like it's straightened out a little bit. So I'll start cleaning that up tomorrow, and or later today, or by the time you're seeing this video, I'll be awake again and working on that, trying to get that straightened up a little bit. And then, of course, continue working on the bed and get that cab fixed. So this is where we're at. We're actually moving along. I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, it's free, and share the content. Share the love of scale model building. It is a phenomenal hobby, one in which you can express your artistic, well, ability or non-ability. It's literally limited only by your imagination. So yes, share the content. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 5 days, but I do try to be as interactive as possible. I always enjoy reading the comments and the encouragement. This is a fantastic community, and I enjoy the conversations back and forth with you. Even though it's through the comments, I really do appreciate it, and I'm honored, absolutely blessed to be a part of this community. I'm Eric. Have a good day.